Wait, let's say we have other programmers.
1 bit.
You know, theoretically, in this theoretical,
64-bit,
we actually had
32-bit,
actual programmers.
18-bit, or was it? No, 8-bit, 4-bit, 2-bit. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
And then the video quality just decreases.
Just slowly going.
It is great. It is amazing.
I haven't seen that video in a long time. I'm gonna find that video.
Okay.
64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, 8 bits, 4 bits, 2 bits, 1 bit.
All right.
Continue.
You heard it here, folks.
Hello and welcome to the Gaggle Nerds
Podcast.
Podcast. Okay, in the future,
effects.
I am gonna try to design these less on the visual format. For one, too much effort on my part putting slideshows together, and so it could go on Spotify, which is what I'm gonna try to do. Okay, I'm gonna put.
You can have video podcasts now.
Yeah.
you
On
can.
Spotify.
You
It's an
can.
exclusive Spotify feature.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
if
you don't even need it because it's
Uh,
just to watch people, but you
yeah.
can.
I mean, I don't
I've done
need
it.
to watch people.
I've watched podcasts.
Distractable.
Yes, distractible.
Shocker.
Because
I've listened to Distractable. I haven't watched
Insert
it.
Kevin's Google background.
Look, listen. Even today, they released a new episode. Already listened to it. You know.
Did they?
again.
Isn't Mark going through something right now? I guess that was like a couple weeks ago or a week or two ago.
No, he's done with that.
What was it?
His
grandma died.
Oh.
He got bloodshot eyes.
And yeah,
I
he
mean,
got,
blood in
he
his
got
eyes.
a bunch of fake blood
He
in his
got-
eyes.
It might have been real blood, but
I don't
not
think it
human.
was real.
Just not human blood.
Pig blood.
Just
I don't think-
I don't think you can legally
I'm
get
pretty
human
sure
blood.
it was just fake blood.
You can get like animal blood.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's easier to mass produce and work with fake blood. I can't imagine they were just using pig blood. Plus, he said he's going for the record of the most amount of fake blood, not the most amount of animal blood.
Okay, I guess so. Anyway,
Did you know that you can legally do cannibalism? There are many forms that someone can sign when they die.
I'm sorry. Why are you mentioning this?
So they can give you their body to
Do you want my left arm?
Yes.
I
I want to do
Nom,
that.
nom, nom.
I want to eat someone.
I'd
at
be
least-
fine with you
I would
signing
try
something
human.
like that, but I'm not sure how I would feel about you actually going through with it.
About
Well, I
me
mean,
actually eating someone?
I can't
Yeah,
imagine I'd want
like,
to eat a
even,
lot
like,
of it
kale
because
or-
cannibalism is a very bad thing, and like eating your own species meat is bad, and you get sickness and stuff.
Just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
eat
I would
their
try
organs
it.
or their brain. Otherwise, you can very well contract some diseases.
I would try some human meat. I probably wouldn't want it consistently. I've heard bad things that it's not that great, but I'd try it.
I mean, on Distractable, they mentioned eating baby something. Like,
yeah, it checks.
Like, there's this fluid that apparently has healing.
I don't want to drink baby fluid.
Baby fluid.
Like the, like
Blend
the,
a baby into a fluid.
I don't know.
No.
There's something. I
Big
forgot the word for
smoothie.
it.
Don't blend a baby.
I would like to
Let's
mention
go.
though. Have you heard about the writers and actors strike?
For Spider-Verse?
No.
Well, it's affecting Spider-Verse.
It is
but it's
affecting
other stuff.
Spider-Verse. Also, it is not releasing by next year.
No.
Not 9 months.
Damn.
at all.
I seen a thing that it's
No
they'd be
pregnancies.
surprised to see it come out in like the next 2 years.
Yeah.
That wasn't said officially by the directors, I don't think, but I just seen someone talking about it.
Which would be great because the movies are very high quality.
Yeah, I don't want them
yes,
to just rush
totally.
a movie or abandon it.
But
because-
here's the thing about the. Okay, this is all the information
Does
I
that mean
know.
there's a 2D Spider-Man?
There is, yeah. The
Um,
multiverse, every type of Spider-Man. Peter parked car.
And wait, no. Here's all the information I know about the strike. One, the writers are putting on strike because streaming services don't pay them like a basic amount. It's only for TV, like that has a actual like pricing.
But now like
minimum
TV
wage.
is going
Like, it's streaming,
super
streaming,
obscure,
Because of
Streaming and
streaming
TV.
services.
Yeah, now it's all
which are
streaming.
much more convenient.
And the concern for AI writing,
Yeah,
replacement
that's
of
true.
AI. So that's another.
But I feel like as cool as AI is, human brains are kind of better.
Yes, exactly. But if you're like
I
a
am
producer or
better.
someone who
better.
cares about money only, they're gonna realize
I don't have to pay.
I don't
an
have to
AI.
pay. You know,
I
it's
can just
cheaper.
set up 100 algorithms, and they can do what one human can.
And you know,
And then I can just pay a couple people very low
Yeah.
to review all of these.
and you
see
know
which
they
one is
don't
best.
care because like
Volunteer work.
I don't know who said it, but like a big company guy about the protests has said, we'll just wait out 7 months until like they lose their homes, you know.
We're just gonna wait till they lose their homes, and then they'll have to come back.
yeah.
Damn.
And then after that happened, the actors started striking.
Yeah, the actors joined
and
too.
that
I
hasn't
heard.
happened in apparently like 60-ish years.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
it's a very a big event. So
Go directors.
yeah. So
Michael Bay.
You know, I mean, good for them. Totally good for them. Though I am a little disappointed.
I'm kind of
like,
sad because
we're not
I
gonna
want
be
to watch I want to watch the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the new shows and movies that are going to come out are either going to be really bad because they're going to be written by AI or not, you know, writers.
Continuity errors.
Or
Yeah, if there's one thing AI is really bad with, like I've
It's
chatted with
continuity.
AIs and stuff,
Same.
and like just to like see you experience it and kind of see what they're capable of, and like I'll bring up things and I'll try and reference them later, and then it'll be like it's its first time hearing it. Like
Yeah.
every few verses, it just refreshes its memory.
Exactly.
It's because
And,
AI just can't keep up with a human.
Yeah.
Well, it's not in this day and age. One day probably, once it's actually
Maybe in
like,
2055.
AI. Exactly, 2056,
So,
September 13th.
speaking
there will
about
be an AI
movies
human.
and stuff, Oppenheimer
Mark it on the
and Barbie.
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer and Barbie.
and Barbie.
Barbenheimer.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah, that meme.
That's written on the one of the theaters in Eau Claire that me and Rora went by to
Really?
Barbenheimer?
Yeah, Barbenheimer, and then like the date it's for.
that is hilarious.
Are they releasing on the same day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the whole joke.
And it reminds me of when Doom Eternal and the new Animal Crossing
Yeah, I saw a
were
post
coming out
about
at the
that.
same time.
Yeah.
I've only played one of those.
So,
I bet
wait.
you can guess which one.
Wait,
I haven't played either.
are you planning to watch?
Barbie? Yeah.
Yeah, we want to.
You're gonna come
As a
with us.
group,
We're
we need to
taking
watch the Barbie
I'm not
movie.
watching-
Yes, you
Why
are.
would I
We're
watch the
because we're
Barbie
taking the
movie?
gaggle.
Look, I've seen clips of it.
The gaggle
and
is gonna
it
watch the Barbie
looks really stupid.
We're watching the Barbie
And?
movie.
Fine, but we have to watch Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
No, Oppenheimer looks boring. It's just another
What?
war movie.
No, it's about the building of the nuclear bomb. The first
just
nuclear
another
bomb.
Yeah,
war
I can
movie.
read that on the wiki page.
No,
Yeah, I can
okay,
get all of the
look,
information I could ever need from Oppenheimer on a
I'll
website.
only watch Barbie if we watch that one too.
How about you watch that one and we'll watch Barbie because that's the only one we care
have
about
to watch
watching.
both. We have to watch
You
both.
can watch both.
No, we.
I'm not making a Barbenheimer review video.
Yes, that's what
Barbenheimer.
we're doing. If I'm watching Barbie, that's the only reason I would do it.
So
'Cause
what?
we can talk about it later.
So what? We're just gonna like.
I'm fine with making a Barbie review, but not a Barbenheimer because I don't care about
listen,
Oppenheimer.
if
Like it's cool and all.
If
He
I
did.
buy it for
Wait.
you, if I buy it for you,
If you buy Oppenheimer,
yeah, what?
You're gonna buy the movie?
No, I'm gonna like.
that's a couple
buy
million
the-
dollars.
buy
That's
the
probably more than a
tickets-
couple.
Buy the tickets for that.
That's at
movie,
least a couple
Oppenheimer.
KO Pericos.
Oppenheimer.
That's
and
at least
then
a couple KO
you do
Pericos.
for the Barbie
There's someone
movie.
that understands that out there.
Yeah.
Then we can watch both. I'll buy it for you.
Okay,
earlier in the day.
So
and later
you'll
in
buy
the
the
day.
tickets for Oppenheimer.
Okay,
and then
wait,
we can go
wait.
Get the Barbie.
Why should we care about Oppenheimer instead of Barbie? Okay, Barbie, it's this brand that sure it like made
It's
like
been going
bad
on for
it made
lot
like
of
bad
years.
positivity body stuff, but they're fixing it now in the future. They're getting things a little bit better, and it brings joy to people. You know what doesn't bring joy to people? Atomic bombs.
But it's
Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Exactly that. We should know about those.
I know
events
about
and
that.
about
I've
how
been told
bad
about it for
nuclear
many
bombs are.
They are.
years.
Also, I
They're
feel
very
like
bad.
Now everyone's gonna want to buy one after this movie comes out.
Ah, everyone's gonna own their nuclear bomb.
I just feel I'm sorry. I would have a deeper feeling and connection with that movie.
Well, that's cool.
So
You're
read a
watching
bunch of
Barbie.
wiki pages.
Well, then you can go watch that
watch
and
a
like bring your
documentary.
notepad
Also,
and like
it's-
write everything down.
it's also-
We're gonna go watch Barbie.
It's also made by the guy who made Interstellar, I think.
I haven't
and,
seen it.
Inception.
I know it's got Iron Man in it, and that's all. That'd be my only reasoning for
Exactly.
watching it because it's got Robert Downey Jr.
I think I watched. I don't know. I don't think I have watched any of those.
Also, I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't
Interstellar.
Interstellar, the movie with the 50, like 1 day years, 50 years on Earth?
Yeah.
Like
that
one
that
second
movie?
years,
And that one
50 years
meme of
on
like, no, which I never actually seen the full movie. I've only seen like more than
There's
half
only
of it.
one meme that has the word "no" in it.
Like the but Interstellar.
No.
No, not that
The
one.
answer
no.
is cucumber.
No, he's
No,
watching a
the
past
answer
version of
is
himself, and he's knocking on the. I don't even know the context of the scene.
Yeah, didn't
because
they go
I
into
never-
like a black hole or something?
Something. I don't know.
Probably.
Anyway, we should probably get
It's
to
possible
the
to survive a black hole.
actual
Just gotta
video.
enter through the top.
Identification.
We should get to the actual video now.
You just gotta enter specifically through the top.
Yeah, there's flies.
At the beginning, you didn't say what the topic is
Oh
gonna be.
no, I thought you
Yeah,
heard.
on the Gay Love
we were,
Nerds podcast. Ah.
we were on the phone call. I thought you heard. What we're
Well, I
talking.
know you said it, but you didn't say it for the camera.
Yeah, you
Right,
didn't say it for
yeah.
the audience.
Okay. Today we are talking about.
Wait. Shouldn't we talk about this like with the other members, or at least one of the other members?
Don't worry, we'll revisit this.
Like, we should have at least
We're
Lorian,
gonna have
like-
another part 2?
Yeah, no.
Because
I
like
mean,
me
we-
and Lauren, or me and Roar are basically the same person. Every experience I've had, she's had. So we don't really need her. But Lorian, she's different. We need her.
Okay. Then what is the topic you suggest?
Breaking news.
Yes, breaking news. This is recorded at a game store, TNT Card and Hobby,
In Medford, Wisconsin.
for Wisconsin. Yeah. And connected to the Save the Game Store channel. I'll put a link to it. Anyway, there is some trouble within this game store, TNT Card and Hobby. And
It's all explained in the video.
yes,
Because it'll be hard to explain again.
yes, it
Which
would.
I hope Kevin will put
well,
in the description.
Yeah, check in the
First
description
top
to
link.
get the full information on what's happening. But short-term version of it is Game Store having some trouble, and it would be helpful financially. So it would be helpful for you to provide whatever you can. Just either looking at the channel,
Become
or,
a patron.
Yeah, we could drop
or
the
become a
patron link.
which yeah, I'll put that for their Patreon.
Or even if you're from Medford, Wisconsin, maybe come by, take a look, buy some.
Yes.
Yeah.
things.
I do
It'd
believe
help greatly.
they have a website.
Yeah, they have a
also.
website as well.
Yeah, I don't know if you could buy things from.
Yeah, I'm
there
not
yet.
sure
I think they can.
what exactly is on the web. They can at
They
least
have
buy like
shirts.
their
I
yeah
know
their
they have
shirts and
shirts.
stuff,
So
which are
yeah,
also helpful.
And anyone can support the game store
We should buy
because it
shirts.
supports us because we record here.
Yes,
know?
and without this place, we wouldn't really have a place to record other than like somebody's basement.
Yeah,
we would
I-
probably be in like Kevin's room or something. So it's definitely better to have here. So
My room is the size of this bathroom.
where else would we record? Like your parents' room?
My
the
basement?
living room.
Why would we be in the living room? There's people in the living room, probably.
Well, I have a garage that doesn't have a proper floor.
Oh yeah, let's go in the cold, echoey garage.
Yes,
You'll need
it's not
soundproof
even-
paneling.
it's
You'll
not
need to hang
even-
up blankets and stuff.
It's not even properly insulated, so we couldn't even record in the winter. But
I mean, hey,
So,
we
yeah,
we get a space heater.
yeah, exactly. So more reason to support
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, if you don't want to see us recording out of a garage or
yeah,
somebody's basement or a room that isn't this place,
then,
please.
yeah.
But
Go-
that's the less
go-
important
go
part. The
support-
more
yeah,
important part
support.
is we care about this place.
Please go
be
support
sad to
the
see you
game
go.
store.
Yeah. Yes. Go and do that. End of announcement.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah.
You should tell them the topic, Kevin.
Yeah,
Okay. Give me a second.
How are you gonna?
a
word
second
this?
has passed.
A minute. Fine. We'll talk about the future instead of our.
Haven't we
past.
done that already?
I'm fine talking. Yeah,
no,
we,
no,
we
no,
talked
not about
that.
technology and stuff. Personally, our future.
Oh.
okay.
I plan on
If-
living
if-
until I'm not alive anymore.
Okay, no.
Boom,
Wait,
Sam.
no.
That's my
I
plan.
know what to do. I know what to
Sam.
do. Okay. What
Yeah?
happens? Okay. We'll do a theoretical of today. We'll see if we don't have
Theoretically, if I would have killed you guys,
No.
I'd have no friends.
I'd probably be dead.
a theoretical. If we all owned a business, what would it be
Anything that gives me money,
yeah.
besides that?
even if it means like stepping on kids. I just need money, man.
No. Okay. Here's.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Let's see.
Rock and stone.
Rockin' stone.
No. Theoretically, if we had a
Schmitty
business.
played that.
What would it be? Like we three
about Crazy
together
Rats?
had a business.
Yes.
Okay? Or let's just business ideas. Or not business ideas.
Business ideas.
Kevin, why don't we talk about like our past? That'd be a cool topic, I think.
No. You said we should have like all the
I
giggles
know, I'm
there.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Like if we had a business, a studio, a company, whatever. It could be a game company, it could be whatever. That sort of thing.
I've never thought about how I would own a business because I don't plan on owning a business.
Okay, exactly. It's a theoretical, you know?
Theoretically, if you're to own a business,
Theoretically. If we
What
were
would
to
it
own a
be?
business. Yes. Okay. And
You first.
How would that go
I'm
for
not
you?
going
Or
for.
how-
I'm not going at all.
Okay,
You're going first.
Okay, you go last, but you're gonna have to have an idea, or at least.
something.
I already told you what my business would be. Anything.
Okay.
I will do anything.
I'll go first. It is a multimedia thing. Okay.
You're always obsessed about the media.
Yes. No. Multimedia, as in.
He does call these what the internet thinks, and that's the media.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, like movies,
Everything's-
Did you know
shows,
the internet was made for military use?
yes, animation and video games. That multimedia, just a business company that makes a general kind of
Something you
everything
consume.
creating media. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Food.
I don't think
So
food-
kind of like
Chairs.
Sony.
I don't think that counts.
You consume
yeah,
food.
something like that. Yeah, like
Sony
they have
makes
movies and
games.
video games.
And
That-
we wouldn't make
movies.
products. We wouldn't make like
Why not? I can't be an IKEA.
no.
I can't be Mike Kia.
I don't
Mike
think
Kia?
so.
Mikea.
No, more like
Mikea.
Mike Kia.
the
No.
visual medium.
Visual
Kia
medium.
owners when their
is
Kia
the-
disappears. My Kia.
Okay, theoretically.
Visual mediums, is that like are they allowed to see ghosts?
Yeah, that's. I think they see ghosts. Yeah, because a medium talks to ghosts.
Is that a visual
Theoretically,
medium?
if we got a big enough audience, or
Like that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
like
as
it could
if.
happen, like we could see this in 10 years, and like,
If I see this in 10 years, I'm probably gonna scratch my eyes out.
If I see this in 10 years, I'll probably still have long hair.
I hope so.
okay, wait, why would you scratch your eyes?
Because why would I want? I don't like watching videos of me currently. Why do I want to watch a video of me in the past?
Okay, fair, I guess.
I've got
I mean-
videos of us in the past
Um,
on my YouTube.
Oh
true.
yeah, we're not
Um,
in them though. It's just us talking.
Yeah.
look, point is,
Spider-Man.
Because it's too busy being pointed at the SpongeBob
For 5
TV.
minutes.
For 5 minutes and then having a new video.
Do you think something like that could purely work on like donations,
Yes.
No.
Wait, what's working on donations?
like a multimedia
business?
thing?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I have heard of businesses that are
No.
like that.
But do you know how they're not as big as Sony and Disney and things like that?
Yes.
Because they don't run on donations.
Okay, but the problem with that is, oh great, there's
The AC.
yeah. Problem
Okay,
with
I'm sure it
that,
doesn't show up in the mics.
The problem with that, you have to get loans, you have to get money, or investors, and that can be
Investor
problematic.
Sylvester?
Investor.
Investor Stallone.
I mean,
It's
Investor
Sylvester
Stallone.
Stallone, but he's like a 1920s detective.
isn't like
Investor Stallone.
Hasbin Hotel based on donations, the animation, like Kickstarter stuff,
Well, yeah, but they were picked up by Hulu, I think, or
like
HBO,
later,
something like that.
Later on.
Well, yeah, but they didn't have any money before then. That's why they only had a pilot episode.
look, theoretically,
Hasbin Hotel.
let's say for every project, like video games company do
Hell of a
this.
boss.
Yeah, or video games or board games,
But
that sort of thing.
but
they have
she also
Kickstarters.
has like a bunch of merch and stuff that
yeah,
she sells.
that too. We could totally do that. We
But that's
could-
not technically donations
Kevin, how are we
because
gonna
they're still
start
getting
merch?
a product.
We're
Uh,
poor.
I know. No, this is like far ends of the future.
We got to start making sweaters with our logo.
We
Rora
could-
spent a long
yes,
time.
exactly. Jordan and Lorian make arts. You could definitely use that.
Actually, we should get like custom branded shirts or sweaters.
Yeah, we
like with
should.
our names engraved into them with the
Oh,
logo on it.
Our- Yeah, we meant to
our
do that.
names on the back, logo on the front with our name, and then like the logo with all of our names.
Actually,
back.
I actually have two people who are making drawings of me, which is Rora.
I can
and-
draw you.
do it.
Okay, I
and,
have an idea.
Bet.
My sister
Okay,
Amanda.
I have an idea.
I'm
So
gonna start drawing you.
we don't need the whole front to be a logo because that would look kind of silly. We just have like a logo right here, okay?
Mhm.
And then on the back we have like either our first name, our last name, or both written in big bold letters at the top, and then written in smaller letters is everyone else's name, including ours. Just
So
the list of
each member
us-
of the gaggle.
Yeah, the list of all of us.
I think it would be on the
list.
back.
Yeah, that'd be on the back, and then at the very top of the back is our name, either our last name or our first name. We could do our last name on the back, and then we could have the logo here with our first name under the logo.
Yeah. You know, actually,
I'm pretty much
no, that's a
genius.
good idea.
I'm pretty much a genius.
Yes, but I actually asked my sister if she can draw us, for video purposes.
Roar's drawn me a couple of times.
She said she'd do me for free, but apparently, if to draw you guys, she said you guys had to pay.
What if you pay for us? Because it's your idea.
I don't have money. And
Get money.
I didn't
You
want
work
her,
2 jobs. You have money.
I wanted her to do it for free, but
Why would she do it for free? Artists don't do things for free. If
did
they
me
did, they
for
wouldn't make
free.
money.
I know.
We have Rora's drawn me 1,000 times. That doesn't matter.
No, I'm just.
No, she's
let's-
drawn me
yeah.
like 3 times.
We'll
She-
just
she made a
ask
painting
Rora
for
to
me
do it,
once.
or Lorian. Probably Rora. She's more consistent.
Yeah, Lorian's kind of fallen out of art. It's not because she doesn't
Really?
like it. She's just been kind of busy.
No, that makes sense.
She's
Like-
been doing other stuff.
Oh right. In
Rora
the
does
future,
not. She does art always.
She wait. Oh yeah. When Lorian gets back, we are gonna talk about her trip to Paris and
Europe.
Just Europe in general.
Europe in general.
She went to 5 different countries in Europe.
Right. Yeah.
Austria and
Isn't Paris having a whole political like?
they got an Eiffel Tower there. Did you know?
No, I heard something's going on there, like protests and.
Viva la
whatever.
revolution!
Yeah.
There's protests going on everywhere, Kevin. I don't know. If
I
you
know, but
this.
I just heard recently is all. Wait, yeah, no, I mean Kickstarter's a thing. Like for every project. Yeah, wait, no, okay. Theoretically, like get big enough audience
So
rights. If there
Okay, well, continue.
if there's an audience, then we could share a Kickstarter.
In Paris?
No.
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say.
Wait, okay.
You know who's in Paris?
Okay, theoretically,
Florian.
if it was just us 3, what is,
Is
a
she
pro?
right now?
What is a?
She was.
Okay, just theoretically speaking, if it was just us 3, what is a Kickstarter we can feasibly do?
Give us money
with
for video.
for video. What video?
Video.
Just the videos in
Or
general.
make video.
We could just make a Patreon or.
Oh yeah,
Ko-fi.
but people like Kickstarters because then they're like directly and they're like, all right, cool, now I can do this. Forget about it, and then it'll email me when it fails.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the coffee? You like coffee?
No. Kickstarter is specifically for like specific projects. Maybe it could be about making a tabletop game, or start
Well,
streaming
you're the one that
a
likes
D&D
making
game or
tabletop
something.
games. We don't we don't do that.
I know, but we could.
He makes campaigns, but you make games.
Yeah,
and books
no,
about worlds.
I keep
that are
I keep
games.
messing around with trying to make games, or at least I did for.
When are you gonna make our Minecraft TTRPG?
Apparently there is.
Yeah, but you need to make one. You can take
Dude,
inspiration.
It's incredibly difficult.
No, it's not.
I had to figure out like how the hearts and new health system work, try to simplify things. I thought, how would building work? I went in and looked in game stuff to like transfer
Reference?
like how units and like the math works.
It's an entire kilometer.
I thought of a real life like in like
It's an
tabletop
entire
game
meter.
crafting system as well. And anyway,
You should make it where you have to know crafting recipes. There's no crafting book because I know a lot of crafting recipes.
Me too. I know all of them.
I always
just
every
Google
time
it.
every time I'm playing Minecraft, I go into it and I just get rid of the recipe book because it's just annoying. I just make I do
Really?
classic crafting always. The only time I don't is
there's
when
too much stuff.
well, not for what I do. I don't do complicated things. And even when I do, like it's
You can
not
just
really
look it
that
up.
difficult. Yeah, if I do need to know one, I just look it up.
I
But
mean,
I know how to make most things I need to make. Plus, it's just quicker and easier for me.
no, I think like a feasible Kickstarter we could theoretically do right now if we wanted to, which I'm not saying we should, is hey, give us money to start a D&D streaming thing, you know.
But we don't stream D&D anymore. Like ever. We stream this.
Yeah, no, I mean like have an extra day and we're given money for it, so there's a reason to do it.
But why would we do that when we could make money for this, which we already do?
No, I know. This is a theoretical and
That's what people
hypothetical.
already watch.
Okay.
That's pretty
Look,
good.
okay. Let's say again, theoretically, if we had this business and we had all the money we
What's
wanted.
the difference between theoretically and hypothetically?
I actually don't know.
I'm gonna Google it.
See, I drew you.
I gotta shove my mustache now.
There's a lot of time went into that.
Just gonna save that in my gallery.
Don't you have other drawings of people in there?
I think I've got one of Aurora.
Wait, okay. Let's say we had we didn't have to worry about money and we had the resources. What would be the first thing you would want to make
In what?
in a
What?
business like this?
In business like what?
Like in making media and stuff. What would be the first thing you would want to make if you had the money and the resources to do it? Like the first thing.
The first thing I'd want to do for what?
If you had a multimedia studio or a company,
Like just what would it be?
yeah, like what would be the first thing we would make? If
I don't know,
we were to
probably
do that?
media.
What type
show.
Probably shows or
We-
games.
Okay, show. All right, show. We would make a show first. Would it be animated? Would it be live action?
Live action, because animation takes forever.
Okay, live action. Would you be acting it or writing in it? What would be your role?
I can be a good
here?
actor.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. How about you, Kale? Would you ever act? You
I have acted.
Really? Oh yeah, you have.
He's got a career in video.
Oh, okay.
Career.
Would we use CGI at all?
No, he'd use practical effects, actual explosions.
I would want to use more practical effects than VFX just because it's cooler. But
Okay.
like to save money, I would understand needing to do or special effects sometimes, or to do like unrealistic things.
Okay, so show, right?
Perhaps.
What would it be about? Like, would we? Keep
You're the
it-
writer, Kevin.
Okay.
We wrote a story
then-
for a book in 6th grade.
Okay. All right. So
It's the
let's-
exact kind of story that Kevin would write,
let's-
actually.
What?
This is about zombies.
It's just a typical zombies and like scientists getting serious.
What is
and stuff.
a show idea that would be pretty cheap to make and wouldn't require a heavy amount of CGI?
Spider-Man.
Not that. Definitely not.
Let's see.
Also copyright. We would, you know.
Not if we name it
A soap opera.
not if we named it like
soap opera.
we could do a soap opera.
Uh,
Donovan's got a pretty angelic voice.
That's not what a soap opera is.
Yeah, I know. Isn't a soap opera like the dramatic ones?
Yeah.
Like the really overly dramatic
I could be
shows?
overly dramatic.
We could do a soap opera, but like it's just an opera where you're like pretending to take a shower the whole time. Like,
I
you got
think
soap, you're
a
lathering
soap-
in your hair.
A soap mock-pra. So we're mocking soap operas.
Would we?
I feel like soap operas are mocking soap operas.
Wait.
But we'll mock all the usual stereotypes
what-
of a soap opera.
What about a family show? You know, like
Family
Guy?
Like no, like
Seems
full,
today.
like live
all
action,
you see
like Full
is
House,
violence
like
and
Full
movie.
House.
Full House.
I don't want to do a sitcom.
I mean, it's,
I know, I mean,
it's,
they're
it's
pretty
cheap
cool.
to make, and
Yeah, but
all
they're
you gotta
cheesy.
do. It is cheesy.
I don't want a laugh track.
I do.
How would we make it better? Then?
Sometimes
Like,
people
maybe-
laugh at my jokes.
Okay. What happens if it's like a family instead of a family?
It's a bunch of friends. They already did that on
Like
Friends.
The Office or Friends.
Maybe a game store. No one's done one about a game store.
That's because what would you do in a game store? What?
Play games?
what would-
Exactly.
So it would
Like-
just be every episode you play a new board game?
No.
It's just
no.
tutorials
Like,
on how to play board
No,
games?
it'd be like, oh, hey, like a weird guy comes in, you know, every day, you know, and like weird stuff.
And
Why
the
would
guy
we
just
make
poses.
Why would we make fun of a weird guy? You're
No,
in a
like,
game
there's
store.
different-
Everyone's
there-
kind of weird.
There's different weird people all the time, right? And new adventures or interesting ideas happen.
New
because of
adventures?
it.
What?
Or, like events.
What kind of
whatever.
adventure are you doing in a game? I mean,
What, are we
it's
gonna
cool
check
to
out the back?
yeah, I talk about like physical adventures of like venturing into this infinite game store that seems to never end.
Maybe, yeah.
Infinite
Or
IKEA?
Maybe it's kind of left in the background, like, oh, the back is like this
Okay, anyway,
mysterious
so you
void.
talk amongst yourselves. I have to read
What? Read what?
hypothetically versus theoretically.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna become like a theorist real quick.
Okay. okay.
Or what? I forgot.
No, I think a bunch of interesting stuff could happen at the game store. Maybe.
What? A murder?
Maybe, and maybe it's not a real murder, and then it turns into a fake murder actually, and it was part of an elaborate plan from the game store, or there was a fake murder part of the game, and then it's an actual real murder actually.
That's
Or-
not a twist.
or-
It was a murder, and then it wasn't a murder, and then it was a murder again.
No, this is two different premises. Or maybe the game store keeps having new events like literally every week, all the time, and again, you could get story out of that.
I figured it out.
Okay.
According to just this person, which seems to make sense. So hypothetically, it's like what would happen to something if something happened? So the example this uses is hypothetically speaking, if the sun were a binary star, what would it mean for Earth? It's like hypothetically, like putting yourself in this different scenario where there's like
Okay.
different things. theoretically means like technically speaking, you know, 'cause this one uses theoretically.
Something you could test?
Theoretically, you can solve all of chemistry by just knowing the wave equation for the entire system. It's like technically, yeah, you know,
Oh.
it's something like that.
Is this Reddit or
I should
No,
learn
this
that wave
is,
equation for chemistry. I should have known the wave
I don't
equation
know,
for
some
chemistry.
weird like off-brand Quora. English language and usage stack exchange.
I-
That doesn't sound like the kind. This what?
I'm not sure this is a very reliable
Here's
source.
Quora.
Now, what does Core have to say?
It's kind of weird to explain. I kind of get it, but I can't
No,
explain.
no. I get it.
It's an elephant.
All right.
It's an
What is a
elephant.
better show idea? Okay. If I'll give you 10 seconds and I'll give another one.
Dungeons and Dragons.
What about Dungeons
Is that like a
and
game where
Dragons?
you explore dungeons and like kill monsters like dragons?
Yes. So it would be so it'd start out around. It'd start out with like people around a table.
Playing a tabletop?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And then we would go into the game.
So the first animated D&D movie. No, is it
they
the-
weren't sitting around a table.
No, they were on a roller coaster called D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. Actually, okay, sure.
And then each week it's following the storyline.
Wouldn't that
or it
require?
follows another one.
Oh, okay. So, are
Or
they?
require-
Do they literally go in the game, or is it more imagining it?
It's more imagination, Kevin.
Okay, so
And then there's gonna be sometimes where somebody doesn't hear them right, and then there's this thing that just pops up, and then we would like rewind, and some stuff would happen.
sure.
Kind of like how it happens a lot.
I feel like that would require a bunch of CGI, right? If there's like monsters
Yes.
and sort of things. And
But it could be terrible CGI.
Terrible CGI.
Sometimes terrible CGI can work
you
for
can do
you.
a lot of practical effects too.
You could run mostly like animatronic and puppet-based monsters.
Uh,
They're like weird, creepy, and eerily weird to look at.
well, what about the different races? Like, how are you gonna do a dwarf?
Well, then
or
just everyone
Just-
plays human like me.
Just play a really short just get a really short person.
get an actual.
Yeah.
We'd have Rora come in to play the dwarf.
No, they could do the perspective thing like they did in Lord of the Rings. You know.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, where they were just.
I've never
switching
seen Lord of the Rings.
perspective.
Like what they did with
Um,
Hagrid in Harry Potter, where they made his house really small.
Maybe
They had two versions of Hagrid's house. One is the one you see from the outside, and it looks very small, because it is. And then there's the one from the inside, which is a normal building.
You know what? I think the cheapest, literally the most cheapest show you can make is having a situation where there's just a few characters and it's like no one else existing in the world.
The Office.
Like, yeah, everyone disappeared situation, you know? And
I think a good show idea would be a show where it's people try to like make a show about something.
so.
but-
It's just a writer's room.
No. So there's like they have the idea for the show. It's not a very good idea. It's very poorly written, but they're still trying to make it work. So it's like
So a
most
writer's
of it
room.
takes place like on set of people trying to like act things out, and then there's like things happening, and then things that don't
Oh.
work because it's super poorly written.
Oh, so you're saying like it's a show about how literally the worst show you've ever heard or seen.
Yeah, it's pretty much a
and-
show that's the production of a bad show.
Yeah, and the ending is actually the making of a good show.
Yeah, in the end, they've reworked
The good ending.
everything, and it
Yeah.
turns out to be actually a good movie. Or maybe they're making a movie, because then the very last episode can be the movie they made.
Maybe.
Or maybe after the show, you can release a finale
I-
movie that's the movie.
I have heard of an anime about making an anime, so yeah, that
but
would
this
work.
isn't anime, this is...
I
this
know.
is
Real
live
life.
action.
I wonder if that's done.
Just
been
a
done.
fantasy.
There's probably similar things, but nothing that
Um,
I've heard super big.
Okay, what if
But I haven't seen every
okay,
movie known to man.
what if
so-
we made a video game? What would be the video game about? We would have to be on the cheap side, right? Like if this was
Missed.
our first
That's
video
okay.
game, you know?
That's
um,
okay. Me, Roar, and Chris, we already have an idea for a video game that
Okay.
I can't tell
Top-down
you guys
pixel.
about.
Top-down pixelated. It would be the cheapest.
Like Enter the Gungeon.
It could be like 8-bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
8-bit, 16-bit, 32 maybe.
Maybe a little lower. Wait, let's say we have other programmers.
1-bit.
You know, theoretically, in this theoretical,
64-bit,
we actually had
32-bit,
actual programmers.
18-bit, not, or was it? No, 8-bit, 4-bit, Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
And then the video quality just decreases.
Just slowly going.
It is great. It is amazing.
I haven't seen that video in a long time. I'm gonna find that video.
Okay. Let's do 2 scenarios. One where we have an unlimited budget, and one where this is our first. It's our first.
That's
game,
gonna cause a
and,
big disruption.
I'll just cut it, or if it's funny, then I'll put it in.
Cut.
Anyway.
We're always funny. We're funny
okay.
people. We could be stand-up comedians.
What would be a really cheap game to make?
What's the cheapest game ever made?
Stardew Valley was made by one person.
How long did that take?
Took like 2 years or something.
Exactly.
5 years, 10 years. Wait,
Pong.
All right, I'm gonna search 15 low-budget games that made a lot of money. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Jelly Truck.
Let's
15 is Flappy Bird.
okay, that makes sense.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights
Oh,
at
yeah.
Freddy's.
Undertale.
Terraria.
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 Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Really?
That's
Rocket
not.
League?
That's not poorly
Reported
made.
to have cost okay. Their metric for cheap is not quite the same as ours. It's reported to have cost less than $2 million to develop.
Oh my.
So it still costed a lot.
Undertale costed.
No, Undertale. Let me see.
Actually, that does make
That's
sense.
Terraria. Toad. No, that's how much he made. Does it say how much it costed him to make it?
I mean, he had
with a little
kick-
over $50,000 pledged throughout the course of the campaign for like the Kickstarter. This game was funded almost exclusively through Kickstarter.
See,
and it made a little over 50,000.
If you have a good enough idea, right?
B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z.
Is this a reference to something?
You said A, so we were continuing the alphabet.
Anyway.
Never mind, that's not loading anymore. I'm gonna search up the meme.
And it was perfectly synced.
Okay.
All right. What do we got? Is this the one? That's an ad.
Okay, what type of low budget game would you
La,
want to
la,
make?
la.
Would you want to do an Undertale?
Open world RPG.
No, that's like literally the most expensive type of game.
Alright.
Also, there's way too many of those.
I seem to not have any sound.
A closed world RPG.
A closed world RPG.
64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, 8 bits, 4 bits, 2 bits, 1 bit.
All right.
Continue.
You heard it here, folks.
What would be? I remember having a bunch of game ideas when I was younger, but they were all open world or something. Okay, I did have an idea for a game where it's
Oh my.
each different class
Oh, great heavens.
was like a different video game. So, like one
So it's like Bad End Theater.
Bad End Theater. What?
That's not really. It's a puzzle game. Don't worry about it.
One is one of them is first perspective, third perspective. One's a shooter.
A shoe?
Like a first person shooter, third person shooter, platformer. Like for each class in a game of like an open world game or something, or that each class would just be a different way of gameplay, you know. So
Isn't that just what classes are supposed to be in game? A different way of playing a game?
Yes, but like altered immensely.
So it's just different games. So it's just a game that's got multiple games in one.
Kinda, but each one interacts with each other. Because it's like think of it
How do you
as
have a
an open-
shooter interact with like
Exactly.
other games?
That's the
That
thought,
doesn't-
right? Like
I saw a video where a bunch of programmers all worked together on a game, but they couldn't communicate at all.
oh,
And
I think
so
I've seen
they
that,
made
or something
and
like
so
that.
it was the first guy up. He made a top-down kind of like asteroids thing. And then the second guy, I think he might have improved on that, or he made another thing that was, forgot exactly what's all in it. But there is a first-person shooter. There's a top-down asteroids kind of thing, and then there's also there's whack-a-mole.
So did they just combine all of them together?
Yeah, and it's really cool.
Right? Yeah, I think it'd be a very interesting idea.
it started with the top-down kind of asteroid things, and then there's a power bar,
Yeah.
And once you filled up the power bar, it switched to another game, kind of like cartridges.
Oh. No, that's actually really cool. I remember when I was younger, though, every game I thought of.
I don't really remember when I was younger.
Really?
I was younger.
Crazy.
When I was younger,
I was crazy once.
I always liked zombies, obsessed with zombies, right?
Every kid was.
Yeah, but
Dinosaurs.
I always
trucks,
thought of an open world
Spider-Man,
game
Batman.
I'm still
where,
obsessed with Spider-Man. Love Spider-Man.
The game started off
Call me J.
when,
Jonah Jameson.
Zombies weren't existing yet. It was just a normal world, right? But then the next day, zombies started happening, and
That's how they work.
So it'd be an open world of other players going through the start of a normal world into an apocalypse.
So if you become a zombie, do you just become a zombie and then you get shot and killed and then you're banned from the game?
That does sound
It's
like
motivation
an idea.
not to die.
No, I guess you would just respawn as a different character, or you just start a new world with an.
You'd have to start a new. You'd have to join another server.
That
Yeah.
sounds kind of like Rust, but when you die, you become a zombie.
Yeah. I mean,
Because like you can get killed and lose everything, but
Maybe
like your
it's not
builds
permanent.
would still be there.
like there are just server worlds where time actually has an effect on the world itself. So if you start too late, like you can't start again. But there are like maybe every half a year a new server pops up where the timeline is started over again, or
There could just be multiple servers that start at the same time,
yes.
and then if you like die or lose in that one, you can go to the next one.
Yeah, but that already started, so
And
Yes.
you're not starting off on the first day. It might be day 20 already. So it wouldn't matter why go to another server.
but I don't want to wait half a year just to play the game.
No, there'd be multiple servers at different timelines. Yeah, no, it might not.
You know what?
work.
I think if we made a game, we shouldn't make it online.
That's a good, yeah,
Because
no.
there need to be more games that for offline
yes,
single
there
players
should be.
to
There
play.
should be, because those are the best type of games.
I love single player games because before I had friends, it's what I played.
Yeah.
And now I usually play GTA Online, but I sometimes play single player games, so.
I've been playing Fallout 4 recently.
I still
Yeah.
like mostly
There's a single player game.
single player games, but I have been playing online with you guys
A little bit.
a
yeah.
little
Sometimes.
bit.
I
Or-
played Grounded with you
or
like a couple days ago.
Yeah, or at least play single player games together, which I enjoy.
Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
Elysium. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
No, I'm gonna in the future. In the future, you should see
Future.
video game the Gaggle Nerds playing video games together.
Back to
where-
the Future. We're gonna go to 2015,
Where
That's basically
Um,
where there were flying cars and hoverboards.
yeah.
the
Why don't we have hoverboards yet?
I remember. We probably could.
No, we
like-
do actually. It just
Well,
uses dry ice.
Yeah,
Or
but
it-
you can't
like
use that on the street.
yeah, it goes on.
There are
rails.
technically like hoverboards that have been made that are like the Green Goblins kind of,
Yeah.
where it's run on like propellers.
Oh
or,
yeah,
There's like jetpacks that are either run on water or turbines.
yeah. No, it's really
and
cool.
None of it's cost effective for the local
No,
consumer, but it exists.
It's cool that
and it could
jetpacks-
one day.
It is very cool that jetpacks do exist.
Most
Yeah.
of them are controlled by like hand movement, more like Iron Man than just like a traditional
Yeah,
jetpack.
right? It's
But it is
amazing.
really cool that it works like that.
No,
And there
yeah.
wouldn't be a real way to really control a jetpack because you'd just go up.
Yeah, because you could like have joysticks, but then you'd be like leaning weird, throwing weight around. You would have to have controls like Iron Man, where you can use your hands to balance.
You know what would be really cheap to make? An
Chocolate.
animatic.
Chocolates aren't cheap.
No, an animatic.
Yeah, but no one
Look-
wants to go watch a. You're not gonna mass produce and make a really good, popular animatic.
Well, I mean, like there's animatics of like music videos and you know.
Oh yeah, let's go
different things.
animat music videos because that goes well for everyone else.
Okay, fine then. I just think we could use voice acting and you know drawing that
acting.
doesn't have to be
So
high
you're
quality.
saying that we just work for other companies as voice actors?
No, we voice our own company.
We don't
Oh.
have comics.
Um,
We're not smart.
right. We can make. You know what would be a really good Kickstarter
Out of
thing
silence in
is
Italian.
we make a comic, right? You know, comics seem pretty cheap to make, right?
If you have ideas,
Right. Yeah. Like there'd be the writers.
We'll
there'd
write
be the-
AI. We'll do a company AI generated comics.
No. No.
Yeah.
No. We'll never. We will.
And then we'll only post the ones that are like really stupid and uncanny that make no sense because they're written by AI.
I thought about a video where we would just mess with AI stuff, but I'm not so sure about
AI
that.
generated people.
Because I don't really.
Chat GPT.
Do you think it's okay to like use AI for creativity
Yes.
purposes?
Brad.
Because I mean, I understand.
I
that
mean, people are a better alternative.
Yes,
but like,
exactly.
if I just want to like
get
have a
ideas.
quick idea in case I like want to write a story or something, if I want a quick prompt or something,
Yeah,
then
that's
AI is
what
good for it. 'Cause I'm
writers-
not gonna
that's-
hire someone to give me an idea.
Yeah, writers have said in the helping of getting ideas.
You can
or-
have AI to help,
you know,
but
yeah.
it can't replace a person
Exactly.
in writing.
Yeah,
It can just
exactly.
help give ideas if you're at a loss.
Did
Until
you?
AI becomes
you know?
better, they can't replace us.
I
It
don't-
will one day though.
Yeah.
But even so, even if that does happen, like you can't distinguish the difference.
It'll be like the
Um,
people on Wall-E.
Like no, people will always
happy.
Like there will always
fact,
be.
They're not
people-
healthy, but they're happy.
I'm not sure all people, but there will still be people who like exclusively want to just read and absorb media only created.
Yeah, it's
by
like Detroit
people.
Become Human.
Yeah.
How there's like the people on the street who were playing music, not in the same way there is now, but just to hear human music, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
I just played through Detroit Become Human again.
Detroit. We should make a video on Detroit Become. I mean,
Never
like
played
play
it.
play through it.
We would have him have to play through because he doesn't have any experience.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Because like if I did it, I know a lot of the stuff because I've played through it a few times.
did you know Detroit become human?
It did become
Became.
Detroit Became Human when?
It had a. It
They
did.
can't have shit in Detroit.
It was
can't have shit in
dunked on quite a lot.
Get it dug done.
Because of how it dealt with racism.
Racism.
Well,
like-
it's kind of the point.
No, but like
Racists.
to equalize racism and robots, completely different. And the creator himself said, "No, it's nothing about racism." While having "We Have a Dream" in the game and the fist up, you know, for so.
Detroit Become Human came out before the BLM movement. Or like the big push for the
Yeah,
BLM
it still
movement.
it existed before.
Yeah, but it wasn't nearly as mainstream.
No, but
What do you
still, you know.
Well, like I obviously
Started
people
when
were fighting
slaves-
for it. Well, I know that people.
No.
Okay, that's not what I mean. I mean
From-
like it was recently that it had like the big boom when that
Yeah.
symbol like became
Right.
popularized.
But it was still a symbol that
yeah, it was
existed
used
for that
before.
community.
I think Detroit Become Human, it handled it didn't explicitly say much about race, and
But
that's
it
fine.
was-
It
but
was
it was
impl-
about race.
But it wasn't. It was. I mean, it could
Also-
be taken as race. It's
also-
just like it's a suppressed population that wants to
Yeah.
be recognized.
But what people said is that it never explored like robots actually coming alive in a very proper way. You know,
I mean, it kind of
was-
did. What do you mean?
Because it didn't bring in theories of I can't remember.
They
I
kind of
just-
like did.
People smarter than me, you know, video essays and all that, talking about the game. They didn't explore it to how, like, because why is America the only ones that have it? Why are so many people against it?
Because
like,
okay, do you not remember like when racism was a bigger thing? like when we had slaves,
I
which
know,
is what
I know.
that is.
Maybe they're being a little unreasonable, and I can't.
People
explicitly-
don't like change.
You should watch the video.
Especially not
actually.
change that affects them,
About-
like a new population coming out. You know.
No, I think people
New
were more
population
upset
update.
that there could have been done a
Yo.
lot more with the concept.
Yo, honey, the new race just came out.
And
Well, yeah,
some-
but in the end, it's a video game. Like, you can't make it the biggest, broadest thing that covers every possible possibility.
To be fair, it's,
especially in a game that's already so broad.
To be fair, it's created by the guy who made Heavy Rain.
That is true. And
I
less
have no clue what that is.
that's
either.
less important. Beyond Two Souls, that's the one that I played a really long time ago.
Never
me,
heard of
Me
it.
and my sister played that game, and it was amazing.
I do like
love
choose
that
your own
game.
adventure games like that. Because I played it.
I
with my
think those
sister.
games do really well at
Um,
choose your own adventure stuff.
Yeah, but like,
because your things really have an impact.
But
with the
people
city.
really
Fallout
don't like
4
it.
has that.
Yeah, but it's to a lesser extent.
but people really don't. Some people don't like that type of game because
Well, then don't play it. There's other
Um,
games.
it feels like you don't actually have choice.
you
like-
do.
No, there's either
Like in
there's
some
like two.
aspects,
There's
yeah.
only two choices. Not every choice really matters. Detroit Become Human, though, kind of an exception, though, because there was a lot of different endings and way you could end.
There's only one part in, like, particular that I remember playing through, that I've played through at least. I haven't gone nearly through the whole thing, but there's one part that I remember playing through that I think is just done kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you'll remember it, but do you remember when Connor and Hank went to go meet Kamsky? And then he gives them the test of, like, he tells Connor to either shoot her or not as, like, a test of empathy, whether he feels empathy.
Yeah.
And I think that that's set up really stupid, because if you don't shoot her, they say the only possible explanation is he felt what she was feeling. But a much more simple explanation that fights for, like, him being a robot is Hank was telling him not to, and he takes his orders from Hank. So
that is
very simply,
but
Hank was telling him no, so he didn't.
But if he did it, he would get the information.
That is true.
It is his mission.
He has the mission of he has his own thing in his head, his own software to pick priority over what is more important and less important.
Right.
And if Hank,
but the mission is his top priority, not what Hank is telling him.
It becomes more complicated.
But he
later
disobeys
in the game.
Hank all the time, like getting out of the car.
Well,
at the beginning.
that's when he's not adapting to his personality as much. But by that point, he has adapted to his personality, which is one of his features. Wink, which he does.
A theory. I heard a video where they shot the person because, well, they're not sentient yet. Like
that is true. Those ones aren't sentient. They're just robots.
They're not deviants. It's
true.
only the deviants who show emotion or sentience. So it doesn't matter.
That's a fair point.
Like
that's another
synths in Fallout.
So that's like fighting the same for the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I haven't thought about it that way.
There's some plot hole stuff, and
Like that interaction is the one that I've found the biggest thing of that, of like just not making sense and it really forcing you to pick between two things when there's way more complicated thoughts behind it.
Actually, that is the first video game I've ever made, a choose your own adventure thing. I had my sister do some art, and we had to build an app in high school, and I had to choose your own adventure of just a guy named Zuki who he had a bully
Where'd you
situation.
come up with that name?
Funny story about a character my sister is still using and has been using for her own personal stories, is a character that I asked her to make for this like school project for a choose your own adventure thing for drawing.
Smack that fly.
And after doing that drawing where covering the eyes and having a scarf, she's made multiple versions of the character. I think I did use that character for a D&D campaign a little bit, actually. And now I think it was like 5, 6, 7 years ago that creating that character, and that she still uses now. I always find that funny, and that would be a really easy video game to make, technically.
No, choose your own adventure.
Because
it depends on how wide you get, because it is still a simple concept, but once you go really wide, like Detroit Become Human, you see in the menu charts, like, they get pretty diverse.
Exactly. So,
but I guess it is a pretty simple format.
It depends
on
if
then.
How easy it is to make the art or the in-game stuff. Like if it's animation.
I think a live action choose your own adventure would be interesting.
That has been done, and
I'm sure it has.
You could make that a video game. Actually.
Yeah, a live action video game that's a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
Like is as broad or even broader than like Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
What you eat in the morning depends on how you will die.
But you couldn't control it'd be like
it wouldn't be like open movement. You're right.
Yeah. It'd be like the Netflix show.
There are a few things.
Yeah,
on
that
Netflix
choose
like
your own
that.
adventure Netflix show, which was pretty good.
There's a few of them. They put the Minecraft story mode on there, a very simplified version of it to just do this or that.
Yeah.
And then they've also done like just specials on shows that already exist, and then like their own extra shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or even other YouTubers have done that. Like the bigger ones are like Markiplier, who had his In Space with Markiplier and Heist with Markiplier and A Date with Markiplier. And
Yeah.
Things
Date
like
with
that.
Markiplier.
Listen,
Have you ever done that one?
No.
He made that way before Heist with Markiplier.
I am
It's
going.
amazing.
I am going to work more in the future. So my plan is to get more gear. Like maybe we could get a better camera or maybe webcams for us or something. You know, like I think that'd be pretty neat. You know.
Boy, what's wrong with the webcam?
No, 720p, which
that's a
It's-
fair
it's
point.
pretty
it
low.
works, but I mean, I
I
suppose once we have enough money to do.
I watch my videos in 360
excuse me.
Why?
because it's what my phone can handle.
What?
Is it what your phone can handle, or the fact that you live like way out of town and it's what your Wi-Fi can handle?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just what is auto set on videos, so I don't change it.
Okay, you see, I've built up a
What?
habit. Every
What?
time I click into a video, before, without even thinking, I go to the settings, hit advanced, go to 1080p, and click out.
Yeah,
Literally, that's reaction at this point. I don't control that.
exactly.
And you know how weird it was when they went from just the old, you click the settings, and then you click, like, the thing,
Yeah,
and then
it
it's
was
just
weird.
the options. Now you have to go in, there's, like, auto, advanced, and a bunch of other
Yeah.
things. Now I've still got that hardwired in my brain. I just click it instantly, and it's gone in a second.
Uh-huh.
And I'm on 1080p.
right. Yeah.
I watch mine on 360 anyway.
I mean, I guess if you can appreciate 360, then 1080 looks really good.
If I bought a webcam for each of you guys, would you use it?
When would we use our own individual webcams?
Like, no, I mean like
Kevin, we
face
don't-
cam, face cam.
We don't have our own individual places to record.
Yeah, we don't
stuff.
have things to record. We don't have, like, the equipment to record.
The only personal space I can think of is either my room or a closet.
Where do you play your games?
In the living room.
You've seen his
Oh.
house. He has his living room. You walk in from the
Why
kitchen
is it
into
in
the
the
living
living
room,
room?
because, and then it's just like off to the. If you've seen his
Because it's
room,
not mine.
you haven't seen his room. Yeah, technically the Xbox is shared with the family.
Don't
but-
worry. Well, you'll have your own
Yeah, when we go live with
stream
Kevin,
setup.
yeah.
for each of your rooms. Just...
Wait, why wouldn't we just have the same one room for all of us?
Oh yeah, that's probably what we would do. Yeah.
Why would we each have our own individualized rooms for recording the same content together?
That's true. That's fair.
Like, it'd be fine to have, like, our own individual consoles and stuff
Yeah.
in our own rooms, but, like...
Yeah. Huh. No, we just have a 4 TV setup in the living room.
some people have a 3-monitor setup. We got a 3 TV setup.
Yeah, that's what we do.
58 inches.
Each one is, like, 75-inch TVs. They're all curved, which is weird because they're already curved around us.
Yeah, this is not what I
We'll
thought.
be able to see it all around us.
We were gonna be talking about.
How about instead of a 4 TV monitor screen, we just get a 360-degree TV?
Is that a thing?
Probably.
Sounds really
I'm
expensive.
gonna search 360-degree screen.
No.
I'm gonna.
Let me
Someone
think.
would have that for, like, a driving sim. Someone would probably use that for, like, a...
You know, I
Wait,
thought about.
No, you were just talking about this. No, wait.
Could I theoretically use my house?
No, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
Do you thi-
Everybody must pay the cheese tax.
It's not a
Cheese
thing.
tax.
No. What was I
it's a
gonna
thing.
Google? 360-degree screen.
Do you think I could use my house as like office space?
If you have an extra room to use as an office,
Okay. In total, there are 4 rooms in my house.
then yeah, you could have an office.
And there's a laundry room. There's technically a basement, but nothing could go in there. 'cause,
What's wrong with the basement?
I could.
Is it a crawl space or a basement?
It's like a crawl space, kind of. Like you have to duck.
Yeah.
know,
so
too.
then you probably wouldn't want to record in there.
We
My
have a
basement
garage.
isn't that tall.
I wonder if I could renovate my garage.
Renovate? Not
Renovate.
re-innovate?
Renovate.
Oh yes, I'm gonna
'cause-
re-innovate my
Because
garage.
the ground is just rock. Like it's
Rock and stone.
It's not even concrete. It's just like hard rock and dirt. You know, so I mean theoretically in the future to make the house an office that I don't even own.
We can buy a custom one.
Nah, I mean maybe.
Golf simulators? Why is that the first? Why would you have a 360-degree screen for a golf simulator? That's also
Let's
not,
go.
That's also not golf.
Have you seen
That's
those?
racing.
Have you seen those setups for like truck driving simulators?
Where it's like an entire truck cab
Yeah,
with a
right?
passenger seat.
Right?
It's got multiple screens.
Yeah,
It's got
and
like rumble in it.
Things for the mirrors.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Why not just be
Yeah,
a
I was gonna
truck
say,
driver?
why not? I've heard of this person. This person like said on Reddit, or I don't remember where. I seen it on Instagram, but I don't remember where it was from. They said like, my husband is a truck driver and he plays truck driving simulator in his free time.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people will pay like $50,000 on this amazing setup when they can just go get paid to do exactly what they're doing.
It is
The amount
really
of
odd.
the amount of steps they take for it to be as realistic as possible, they should just go be a truck driver.
No,
I
I think the element of it is like doesn't waste gas.
Yeah, but you're getting paid for being a truck driver.
Yeah.
You don't pay for gas as a truck
But
driver.
you
Your
choose
company does.
you choose where to go. And
Yeah, I suppose.
also if you crash, you don't die.
But the people who go through
if you
such
crash if you get into a fender bender with a semi,
if
the
you're,
car is dead.
Yeah,
you're
if
fine.
you're in a semi truck and you get into the
No,
kind of
no,
accident that
it's-
you die, I hate to be the other person in the accident.
Yeah.
It's
They are
more
vaporized.
No,
you're
it's-
gonna blow up.
No, it's more for the truck driver's conscience. To not kill anyone.
$0?
Zero what? What are you talking
I can
about?
get that for free. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with 180.
Donovan,
degree.
what are you doing with your arm?
Peeling my skin
Why are you peeling your
Can I
skin?
peel your skin?
because I was.
Check it out.
sunburned a
180
while
degree
ago.
custom curved projection screen. $0.
What? Let's go.
It says ask for availability. I assume that it. We could get this 12-foot or 16-foot sim pod. How much do you
What's
think that
that?
cost? It's just like a simulation. Let me read this.
Okay,
one.
what if we made a...
Can be supplied with or without full motion cockpits. So it's what you would use for like simulations and like driving or flight simulator stuff.
What if we did a D&D show, but like live
I already
stream?
said
D-
that.
Wait,
no,
wait,
live
wait, wait,
stream.
wait, wait. I
like,
need you to-
tabletop game.
Wasn't that already a thing?
Like
They made a show about their live streamed
n-
campaign.
No, just do like a critical role. You know,
Isn't that what I'm talking about?
was that what you were talking about?
Isn't that the one where they like made a show based on their live streamed D&D
Oh yeah,
campaign?
yeah. We could
Yeah. So
we
yeah,
could-
let's just go copy what those guys did. It worked
yeah,
well for them.
I mean, it did. It did. It very
because
well
people
did.
love it when you take other people's ideas on the internet.
I know, but like maybe we.
Okay, guys. I need you to guess how much this 16-foot sim pod costs.
It cost
$2,000.
10,000. 10,000.
$2,000.
Neither of you are even close.
100,000.
Okay, let's say 50,000. No, 30,000.
You were closer with 50,000. That's
50
too high.
50,000.
60,000.
It is 56,999.
I could get a car for that.
No. Why would you buy a car, a brand new car, when you could buy this screen plus another $50,000 worth of stuff to make it look like and feel like you're driving a car in your own home, going
Yeah.
nowhere, you know?
I mean, they even have the feel, like the feedback. of
Yeah,
the
there's like
driving.
seats that you can get like the rumble
They
feedback
have a
in it.
fan to.
I could get a pretty. I could get a. I could pretty much get a new car for that amount.
Yeah, you can get a new car for $60,000.
Wait, if we were gonna do a D&D live stream, I don't think we could do the normal fantasy stuff. I think we'd have to.
That's okay. I prefer modern stuff anyway.
Yeah,
it's
do-
more interesting.
We'd have to do something like that.
Cowboys.
Or maybe use a different tabletop system or our own D&D.
Let's do
top
Cities of
system.
Mist. We tried that once.
No.
We tried that once.
No.
What's wrong with Cities of Mist?
No. Wait,
Because
maybe
you just couldn't understand it? Is
May-
that why you don't like it?
Wait, maybe it's an ongoing using our own tabletop
Click,
system.
click, 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 click,
And
click,
like
click,
throughout
click,
the
click,
game,
click, click,
we
click.
keep switching it up and customizing it to our best interest.
Why can't we just play Dungeons and Dragons? Why does it have to be a separate system?
So we could release it later. You know, people like, oh, hey, this system's cool.
And we could make our campaign into a module.
that's true.
Yeah, we could just do that. Because each module of D&D kind of feels different because it's about the story that makes it feel unique.
Yeah, people have done that a bunch. I mean, Critical Role does it. Yeah, but I would like to do something where maybe it's a, like,
Shut up.
like do a Final Fantasy, where there's monsters and everything and swords and all that sort of and
Crazy.
magic. But
Crazy,
there's
that's crazy,
guns,
man.
there's cars, it's modern
Rats,
day
rats,
and
crazy,
fantasy,
crazy. That was
medieval
good,
fantasy, like combined together. That's kind of what Final Fantasy
combining?
is. Some of the Final Fantasy
Yeah, D's
games.
nuts.
Yeah, like a modern day, but medieval fantasy like Dungeons and Dragons. Just bring all that aspects to a modern day setting where there's guns and cities and buildings and cars. That sort of
Cars?
thing. I think that would make for a good D&D streaming thing.
Speaking of cars, we were talking about cars earlier while we were playing GTA.
We were?
Yeah.
Ah,
Car
we
of
can
Osama
talk
bin
about
Laden?
that.
Oh yeah, the movie
The
Cars.
movie Cars?
Yeah, you know the movie Cars?
Oh yeah.
There's a scene where they have airport security.
That means
which
that
only
they're-
happened after 9/11.
Which means there was a Cars equivalent of 9/11 in the universe.
So that means and planes are alive in that universe. So
Yeah,
that
'cause
means
the
a
planes
plane
movie.
that consciously went into a building.
But it's like I said, that's no different than like the modern day equivalent of a suicide bomber, because they do exist.
Yeah. That's.
That means there was also a car Hitler.
Let's forget about that.
A car Hitler.
Ignore what's happening behind us.
That's okay. You'll see it in the video probably.
Okay.
If you don't like have that super zoomed in, you know,
Yeah, you should.
just in the middle of us talking.
No, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Maybe.
I seen the whole thing happen.
Yeah. Anyway,
You guys missed-
I think
now we should probably end it.
Yeah.
You sure?
We'll end it here.
Well, we've been
Sure?
It's been a while, man.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But let's plug some things. So
Plug
uh,
what?
Check out
The cords?
our
Unplug your microphone.
check
No.
out our Instagram.
that is
Also,
Also, we'll probably be in the description if
Do-
Kevin chooses to do that.
yes, I will do that.
I don't know why I was looking up there. The camera's there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Looking
don't
at
look-
the clock.
I'll
don't
also
look at
show
us.
the at as well. Do you guys want your
No,
Instagram?
I don't post on my Instagram.
Yeah, you don't.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Okay. So, it just follow the Instagram of the Gaggle Nerds.
Subscribe to Save the Game Store.
Yes. Do subscribe to Save the Game Store
Also
and their
subscribe to
social
us.
media.
And us, yeah.
as well, and
you don't have to
us.
subscribe to us, but Save the Game Store. Make sure you do that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna choose between one of the two of us, choose them.
Yeah,
Because we
do
wouldn't exist
that.
without them.
Yes, precisely. They do have a Patreon.
And yeah,
Yeah. So
And you can
go
see our
ahead.
earlier videos.
links to all of the
yes.
important things. Kevin will probably have in the description.
I will put a Spotify thing if that's already done. Ray is not a Skywalker. And yeah, go check out our other videos.
Oh, also yesterday you weren't playing
the
Disco
gaming
Elysium
ones.
with us, but when he ended it, I did say that for you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, because I said, Donovan.
No, I
isn't
planned
here,
on it
so
anyway.
You
but
did?
I just decided to do it as you said it. Don't worry, I'm always thinking of Donovan.
Good.
Me.
All right.
That guy.
Wait, when is Lauren
This guy.
coming back?
Next
like,
week,
like the end of
Sunday.
this week.
So she should be able to talk about her thing, right? Her
Potentially,
trip.
if she
her
wants
trip.
to, yeah.
If she's not jet lagged.
Okay, I guess
Okay,
we'll see.
she's 7 hours ahead now and was 6 hours ahead then. You think she's gonna want to get up to do that like right away?
I guess we'll see.
Okay, when it's 5:30 recording for us, she would be used to it being 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yep. Precisely.
Although she couldn't look much more tired than she usually does during these, so
I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, check out the content. Go check out the Save the Game Store and yeah. Bye bye. Yeah.